Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another English Conversation podcast. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Whether you're listening at home, in the car, or while walking, we hope you enjoy today's conversation.
That's right. Today, we're simply going to have a relaxed conversation about everyday life, work, and getting to know each other.
Just like two friends chatting over a cup of coffee.
Exactly. So, how are you today?
I'm doing really well. It's been a busy week, but I finally have some free time, so I'm feeling relaxed.
That's great to hear. I've had a busy week too, but weekends always help me recharge.
I completely agree.
Well, before we start talking about different topics, why don't we introduce ourselves?
Sounds good.
So, tell us a little about yourself.
Sure, my name is David. I'm 29 years old and I live in Seattle.
Seattle is a beautiful city.
It really is. I enjoy living there because there's a nice balance between city life and nature.
What do you do for work?
I'm a sales manager for an electronics company.
How long have you been doing that?
Almost 6 years now.
Do you still enjoy it after all these years?
I do. Every day is different. I meet new people, solve problems, and work with an amazing team.
That's wonderful.
What about you? Tell us about yourself.
My name is Emma. I'm 27 years old and I live in Boston.
Have you always lived there?
No, I actually grew up in a much smaller town, but I moved to Boston after graduating from university.
Was it difficult moving to a big city?
At first, yes, everything felt faster. There were more people, more traffic, and a completely different lifestyle.
I can imagine.
But after a few months, I started to enjoy it.
What do you do professionally?
I'm a graphic designer.
That sounds creative.
I love it because every project is different.
Have you always been interested in art?
Since I was a child, I loved drawing, painting, and designing little things.
So you turned your hobby into a career.
Exactly, I feel very lucky.
I think that's something many people dream about.
Absolutely.
How would your friends describe you?
They'd probably say I'm friendly, patient, and organized.
Organized.
Yes, I love planning everything.
Like making lists.
Exactly.
I'm the opposite.
Really?
I usually make plans, but then I change them halfway through.
That's funny.
My friends say I'm easygoing.
That's a great quality.
Thank you.
What do you usually enjoy doing after work?
I like going to the gym or taking long walks.
Nice.
It helps me clear my mind.
I completely understand.
What about you?
I enjoy reading books, cooking, and watching documentaries.
What's your favorite type of book?
Probably mystery novels.
I love those too.
Really?
Yes, I always try to guess the ending before I finish the book.
Me too.
Sometimes I'm right.
Most of the time, I'm completely wrong.
That's what makes them fun.
Exactly.
Are you more of a morning person or a night person?
Definitely a morning person.
Really?
I wake up around 6 every morning.
Wow.
I enjoy having a quiet cup of coffee before the day begins.
I wish I could do that.
You're not a morning person.
Not at all.
What time do you usually wake up?
Around 7:30.
That's not too late.
But I usually hit the snooze button 2 or 3 times.
I think many people do that.
Probably.
What's something people would be surprised to learn about you?
I actually love cooking.
Really?
Yes.
What's your favorite meal to cook?
Homemade pasta.
That sounds delicious.
It takes time, but it's worth it.
I agree.
What about you?
Most people don't know that I'm afraid of heights.
Really?
Yes.
Have you ever gone skydiving?
Absolutely not.
Me neither.
Maybe one day.
Maybe.
If you could describe yourself using only 3 words, what would they be?
Curious.
Good one.
Optimistic.
Nice.
And determined.
I like those choices.
What about you?
Creative,
Definitely.
kind,
I believe that.
and adventurous.
That's a wonderful combination.
Thank you.
I think it's important to keep learning new things throughout life.
I couldn't agree more.
Every new experience teaches us something.
Exactly.
Whether it's traveling, meeting new people, or learning a language.
Speaking of languages, learning English has opened many doors for people around the world.
It certainly has.
And that's one reason we're here today.
To practice together in a relaxed and natural way.
Exactly.
Well, now that everyone knows a little more about us,
Let's continue by talking about our very first jobs.
I think everyone remembers their first day at work.
I certainly do.
Me too.
Let's talk about that next. So let's continue our conversation by talking about our very first jobs.
I think everyone remembers their first day at work. It's something you never forget.
I completely agree. What was your very first job?
My first job was as a salesman in an electronics store.
Really, that sounds like a great place to start.
It was. I was 20 years old and studying at university at the time.
Why did you decide to get a job?
I wanted to earn my own money and become more independent. I also wanted some real work experience.
That's understandable. Were you nervous on your first day?
Extremely nervous.
What made you so nervous?
I had never worked with customers before. I wasn't sure how to start conversations or answer difficult questions.
I think that's a common feeling.
Definitely. I remember standing near the entrance, hoping someone else would help the first customer.
That's funny.
Looking back, it makes me laugh too.
Did someone help you?
Yes, one of my coworkers noticed I was nervous and gave me some advice.
What did they say?
They said, "Don't worry about selling, just try to help people."
That's excellent advice.
It completely changed the way I thought about sales.
How so?
Instead of trying to convince customers to buy something, I focused on understanding what they actually needed.
That sounds much more natural.
Exactly. People appreciate honesty.
What kinds of products did you sell?
Mostly laptops, smartphones, headphones, and televisions.
Technology changes so quickly.
It really does. Every few months there were new products to learn about.
Was that difficult?
At first, yes. I spent a lot of time reading product manuals and watching training videos.
So you had to keep learning.
Every single week.
What was the busiest time in the store?
Weekends were always busy. Holidays were even busier.
Did the days go by quickly?
Very quickly. Sometimes I looked at the clock and realized 8 hours had already passed.
That's usually a sign you're busy.
Exactly.
Did you enjoy talking with customers?
More than I expected.
Really?
Yes, every customer had different questions and different needs.
Can you remember a customer who left a strong impression on you?
Yes, actually.
Tell me about it.
An elderly man came into the store looking for his very first smartphone.
Oh, that must have been interesting.
He admitted that technology made him nervous.
What did you do?
I spent almost an hour explaining the basics. How to make calls, send messages, and use the camera.
That's very kind.
He thanked me several times before leaving.
I bet that felt rewarding.
It did. That day, I realized customer service isn't just about selling products.
It's about helping people.
Exactly.
Did you ever make any mistakes?
Oh, many.
Like what?
One time, I accidentally gave a customer the wrong charger.
What happened?
The customer came back the next day.
Were they upset?
Fortunately, they were very understanding.
That's good.
I apologized immediately and replaced it with the correct one.
Everyone makes mistakes.
That's true. The important thing is learning from them.
What skills did you develop during that job?
Communication, patience, problem solving, and confidence.
Those are valuable skills in any career.
Absolutely. I still use them today.
Did you become more confident over time?
Very much so.
How long did it take?
Maybe 2 or 3 months.
What changed?
I stopped worrying about making mistakes and started focusing on improving every day.
That's a great mindset.
Thank you.
What about your coworkers?
They were amazing.
Did they help you?
Every day.
That's important when you're new.
Definitely. Whenever I had a question, someone was always willing to help.
Sounds like a great team.
It really was.
Did you ever think about quitting?
During the first week, yes.
Really?
I felt overwhelmed. There was so much to learn.
What made you stay?
I reminded myself that every beginner feels that way.
That's true.
After a few weeks, everything became much easier.
Looking back now, what's the biggest lesson your first job taught you?
Never be afraid to ask questions.
That's excellent advice.
Most experienced employees are happy to help if they see you're willing to learn.
I completely agree.
Another lesson was that attitude is often more important than experience.
I like that.
Skills can be taught, but having a positive attitude makes a huge difference.
Very true.
Employers notice people who work hard and stay positive.
If you could go back and talk to your younger self on your first day, what would you say?
I'd say relax. You're going to make mistakes, and that's perfectly normal.
That's wonderful advice.
Every expert was once a beginner,
Exactly.
and every first job is the beginning of something bigger.
I couldn't agree more.
Those experiences helped shape the person I am today.
Mine did too.
Speaking of first jobs,
Getting the job wasn't easy either.
that's true.
In the next part, let's talk about our very first job interviews and the questions we were asked.
I think everyone preparing for their first interview will enjoy that conversation.
So, we've talked about our first jobs, but before we got those jobs, we had to go through something that makes many people nervous: the first job interview.
That's right. I still remember mine very clearly.
Really, were you nervous?
Extremely nervous. I think my hands were shaking the entire time.
I know that feeling. My first interview was the same.
What was your first interview for?
It was for a graphic design internship at a small marketing company.
That sounds exciting.
It was, but I didn't feel excited at first. I only felt nervous.
I can imagine.
What about your interview?
Mine was for the sales position we talked about earlier.
Did you prepare before the interview?
Yes, I spent several days preparing.
What kind of preparation did you do?
I researched the company, learned about their products, and practiced answering common interview questions.
That's exactly what I did.
I think preparation makes a huge difference.
Absolutely.
Do you remember the first question they asked you?
Yes, the interviewer smiled and said, "Could you please introduce yourself?"
That's probably one of the most common interview questions.
Definitely.
My interviewer asked exactly the same question.
How did you answer?
I introduced myself, talked about my education, my interests, and why I wanted to work there.
Sounds like a good answer.
I tried to sound confident, even though I wasn't.
Confidence is difficult when it's your first interview.
Very true.
What was the second question?
They asked, "Why do you want to work for our company?"
That's another classic question.
Yes, luckily, I had already researched the company.
So you were prepared.
Exactly. I explained that I wanted to learn sales skills and believed the company had a good reputation.
That's a smart answer.
What question surprised you the most?
They asked, "What is your biggest weakness?"
I remember that one.
I didn't know how to answer at first.
Neither did I.
What did you say?
I said that I sometimes focus too much on details, but I was learning to manage my time better.
That's a good answer because it shows self-awareness and improvement.
Exactly.
I answered that I lacked professional experience but was eager to learn.
That's honest.
I thought honesty was the best approach.
I agree.
Did they ask about your strengths?
Yes,
What did you tell them?
I said I was hardworking, reliable, and enjoyed communicating with people.
Those are great qualities for a salesman.
That's what they thought too.
One interviewer asked me where I saw myself in 5 years.
That's another popular interview question.
I wasn't really sure.
What did you answer?
I said I hope to become more experienced, continue learning, and take on greater responsibilities.
That's an excellent answer.
Thank you.
Did they ask whether you had any questions for them?
Yes, right at the end.
Mine did too,
I think many people simply say no.
which isn't always the best idea.
Exactly.
I asked about the training program and opportunities for growth.
That's a very professional question.
They seemed happy that I asked.
I asked what a typical workday looked like.
That's another great question.
It helped me understand what the job would actually involve.
Interviews aren't only for employers.
Exactly.
They're also an opportunity for applicants to learn about the company.
Did you make any mistakes during your interview?
Yes,
What happened?
I spoke too quickly because I was nervous.
I did exactly the same thing.
Looking back, I wish I had slowed down.
Taking a few seconds before answering is perfectly okay.
Absolutely.
It gives you time to organize your thoughts.
Another mistake I made was apologizing too much.
Really?
Yes, every time I wasn't completely sure of an answer, I said, sorry.
That's common,
Later, I realized confidence is important.
even if you're nervous.
Exactly.
Did the interview last long?
Around 30 minutes.
Mine was about 45 minutes.
Did you know immediately whether you got the job?
No, they said they would contact me within a week.
Waiting was probably the hardest part.
It really was.
I checked my email several times every day.
Me too.
Then one afternoon, I finally received a phone call.
Were you excited?
Very.
What did they say?
They offered me the job.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I remember receiving my acceptance email while having lunch.
That must have been an amazing feeling.
I couldn't stop smiling.
It's one of those moments you never forget.
Definitely.
What advice would you give someone preparing for their first interview?
Research the company, practice common questions, dress professionally, and arrive early.
Great advice.
What about you?
I'd say be yourself.
I like that.
Employers don't expect perfection, especially from someone applying for their first job.
That's true.
They're looking for honesty, a willingness to learn, and a positive attitude.
Confidence grows with experience.
Exactly.
Even if you don't get the first job, every interview teaches you something.
That's a very important point.
The first interview is just the beginning.
Every interview makes you better prepared for the next one.
Before we finish this topic, what's the best interview advice you've ever heard?
Don't try to impress the interviewer. Try to have a genuine conversation.
I love that.
It helped me relax and be more natural.
Mine is preparation creates confidence.
That's excellent advice.
Thank you.
Well, we've talked about introducing ourselves, our first jobs, and our first interviews.
In the final part, let's have a relaxed conversation about everyday life, our routines, hobbies, friendships, and even our love lives.
That sounds like the perfect way to end today's podcast.
Let's continue. Well, we've talked about introducing ourselves, our first jobs, and our first job interviews. Now let's finish today's conversation by talking about everyday life.
That sounds great. I think everyday conversations are some of the best ways to practice English.
I agree, so let me ask you, what does a normal weekday look like for you?
I usually wake up at around 7 in the morning.
Do you wake up easily?
Not really. I usually need 2 alarms.
That sounds familiar.
Once I'm awake, I make a cup of coffee and check the news for a few minutes.
Do you eat breakfast every day?
I try to. Usually something simple like toast, eggs, or oatmeal.
That's a healthy way to start the day.
What about you?
I usually wake up a little earlier than you.
Really?
Yes, around 6:30.
Are you naturally a morning person?
I think so. I enjoy quiet mornings before the day gets busy.
What do you usually do before work?
I stretch for a few minutes, make some tea, and read a chapter of a book.
That's a peaceful routine.
It helps me start the day with a clear mind.
I should probably try that instead of looking at my phone first thing in the morning.
Many people say avoiding your phone early in the morning helps reduce stress.
I believe it.
After work, how do you usually spend your evenings?
It depends on the day.
What do you mean?
Sometimes I go to the gym. Other days I cook dinner or meet friends for coffee.
That sounds like a nice balance.
I think it's important to have time to relax after work.
Absolutely.
What about you?
I enjoy cooking at home.
What's your favorite meal to make?
Probably grilled chicken with vegetables or homemade pasta.
Homemade pasta again. That seems popular today.
It's delicious.
I can't argue with that.
Do you watch much television?
Not as much as I used to.
What do you usually watch?
Mostly documentaries and travel videos.
I love travel videos too.
They always make me want to book a plane ticket.
Me too.
If you could travel anywhere tomorrow, where would you go?
Japan.
A great choice.
I've always wanted to experience the culture, try the food, and see the cherry blossoms.
I'd probably choose Italy.
Why Italy?
The history, the architecture, and of course, the food.
I knew you were going to mention the food.
Guilty.
Speaking of life, let's talk about relationships.
That's always an interesting topic.
Are you currently in a relationship?
No, I'm single at the moment.
Are you happy being single?
Actually, yes.
Why?
It gives me time to focus on my career, hobbies, and personal goals.
That makes sense.
What about you?
I'm also single.
Do you enjoy it?
I do. I think being happy on your own is important before sharing your life with someone else.
I completely agree.
What qualities do you think are most important in a relationship?
Trust.
That's probably the first thing I would say too.
Good communication is also essential.
Definitely.
Without communication, small problems can become much bigger.
I think respect is just as important.
Absolutely.
And having similar values.
That's true.
Do you believe long-distance relationships can work?
I think they can.
Really?
Yes, but they require a lot of trust, patience, and communication.
I agree.
Distance isn't the biggest challenge.
Then what is?
Making time for each other, despite busy schedules.
That's a very good point.
Technology certainly helps.
Video calls make a huge difference.
They really do.
Besides work and relationships, what are some goals you have for the future?
I'd like to start my own business someday.
That's exciting.
It's been a dream of mine for years.
What kind of business?
Something related to technology and customer service.
I hope it happens.
Thank you.
My goal is to travel more.
How many countries have you visited so far?
About 12.
That's impressive.
I'd love to reach 30 before I turn 40.
I think you can do it.
Thanks.
Another goal I have is learning another language.
Which language?
Spanish.
That's a great choice.
What about you?
I'd like to improve my Japanese someday.
Learning languages opens so many opportunities.
It really does.
You can travel more confidently, meet new people, and understand different cultures.
Exactly.
And speaking of learning languages,
If you're listening to this podcast, you're already taking a great step toward improving your English.
consistency is the key.
Even 15 or 20 minutes of English every day can make a big difference over time.
Don't worry about making mistakes.
Mistakes are a natural part of learning.
Every conversation helps you become more confident.
Every new word brings you one step closer to fluency.
Just keep practicing.
Listen as often as you can.
Repeat the sentences aloud.
Try shadowing the speakers.
And most importantly,
Enjoy the learning process.
learning English should be fun, not stressful.
Exactly.
Well, I think that's a wonderful place to finish today's conversation.
I agree. We talked about introducing ourselves, first jobs, job interviews, daily routines, relationships, dreams, and future plans.
We hope this conversation helped you improve your English listening and speaking skills.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today.
We truly appreciate every listener from around the world.
Don't forget to keep practicing English every single day.
Little by little, you'll become more fluent and more confident.
We look forward to seeing you again in our next English conversation.
Until next time,
Take care of yourself.
keep learning
Keep smiling.
and never stop believing in yourself.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye and have a wonderful day.